So we're in Svanetis and we're about to start the Caucasus Crossing, and I'm here together with
Carlo
and
Hi Lorenzo.
Yeah, we arrived today on the night bus and we're excited, I think. So let's go.
A few days earlier, we made it up Atsunta Pass, a hiking trail leading up to 3,500 meters that required us to push our bikes for hours and days. After a fast and furious descent, which partly was so steep that we had to push our bikes downhill, we took 2 days of rest in the village of Shoutout. From here, Gianluca took a car back to Tbilisi, since his derailleur was still completely wrecked. I went back by bike through the dust and heat of the valley on busy highways. Gian's friends Lorenzo and Carlo came from Italy and joined us, and after a few nights in Tbilisi we headed out in a night bus. Our destination was Zugdidi in the very west of Georgia, from where we would start the next 2 weeks of the off-road Caucasus Crossing.
Hey. The beginning is maybe like 150 kilometers uphill to Messia. It's super hot again. Yeah, sweat is once again dripping down and wow, it's so hot and like no wind at all that it's I just realized it was like a bit dangerous in terms of getting a heat stroke or something, so I just forced myself to take a break here in the shade. Some maize and a lot of khachapuri next to this waterfall. It's so nice, yeah, they just like asked us if we want to have something to eat and then gave us all their food staples. So we are in Kaishi, taking a rest stop. There is some pigs running around, and Lorenzo just got a haircut. How do you feel? Fresh. Yeah. So here we have from 4 chefs who we decided on the menu for tonight. What is it?
Gian contributed with his raw lentils. Then we have Armenian pasta. It's like the worst kind of pasta you can find. And we're mixing all together.
To the teeth in a very
Sticks to the teeth.
pleasant way.
At least a lot of nutrients, I think. Are you mashing the pasta?
It's not me, guys, it's the pasta.
We have 3 Italian chefs.
The arrabbiata sauce with lentils is a great combination.
I don't know.
Good morning. We slept on this little field tonight, and we're invited in this little house here for some coffee. And they actually also invited us last night to drink some chacha, which is like the Georgian vodka. That was pretty fun. He said we should be on time at 8 a.m. So we've got about 10 minutes left. The first 2 days would lead us uphill towards the city named Mestia, which is a tourist hub in the area, especially for skiing in winter. The heat even in the mountains was incredible, so when we found a shop with cold drinks and ice cream, we always had to take a quick stop.
We are almost in Mestia, the big town on the way, where we're going to take a nice lunch break. And look at the big mountains in the back.
In Mestia, we took a long lunch break during midday to avoid the heat and rather cycle in the afternoon and in the evening.
Hear thunder, and we're currently going up a pass to 2,000 meters. Yeah, fingers crossed that it doesn't hit us. For the first time in this trip, it's raining. Hope it doesn't last too long, or that it's not too strong. Hey, Francesco!
Fucking hell!
Hey, we need to get through. Hey! It's still kind of a thunderstorm ongoing, but the light is coming back. We are now cooking in front of a guest house. We have some nice beers, and he gave us some bread, which is super nice, and tomatoes, like we didn't even ask for it. And now we're cooking on this stove, which is a lot faster than ours.
Green invasion.
Look at the mixing technique.
So this is what you get when you order a breakfast. Salad, eggs, bread, spaghetti, coffee, tea, yeah.
And flowers.
And flowers, yeah. And a lot of sugar.
Day 3 was a very mountainous and adventurous day. We had to go up lots of long and steep climbs, including pushing our bikes and plenty of fast and furious descents on single trail, and all of that without a proper lunch break.
We are going through the city center. Downtown, I don't know, nice little path. So, we're 10 kilometers from Boschkuli on a paved road again after this fun, crazy descent. Made it to Boschkuli and we're finally going to take a rest stop. Since it's raining outside, we got into this guest house and have some beers, and we're probably going to stay the night. This is khachapuri, and it's made with cheese from the cow that belongs to the family. That's pretty cool. This is a really amazing place. Back there, the mountains are 5,000 meters high, which is amazing. And yeah, there's all these medieval towers. We kind of had lunch here and decided to stay for the night in the guest house because it's, yeah, it rained a lot and there was thunder, and yeah, we thought, why not? Gian, how are the legs doing?
Quite good. We're taking it easy. How do you say? Not too steep over the
yeah.
ground. And the road is beautiful. No traffic at all. Beautiful day, beautiful mountains. Loving it.
Well, we made it up to the path at 2,600. There's actually no sign here, which is a bit, yeah, underwhelming. Lorenzo, you said you had some stomach problems on the way up.
Yeah, I cannot recommend to take yogurt, like half a liter of yogurt in the morning. Yeah.
The next 150 kilometers would be more or less downhill towards Kutaisi, a city in the big valley that divides Georgia in the northern and the southern Caucasus.
Grande. The dog is following me and running along, he's so fast. So Gianluca has lost his phone somewhere on the way. And yeah, we waited for like 3-4 hours. He was going with the police to who tried to help him find. He just got back and he didn't find it, which is pretty shit.
So after losing a few hours, we conquered one last climb and then found a place to sleep on the football field of a little town.
Yeah.
We camped in the stadium, as they call it, which is this.
Yeah, we had a hard time finding the stadium because we looked for some kind of building, but yeah, it's just this pitch with 2 goals. Good morning from the road. We started at like 8:30 a.m. and are now looking for a place for breakfast because we only had some biscuits. We just had kind of breakfast here in this village at this shop. We just bought some like waffles and peanuts. There's really nothing around. All the houses are kind of yeah, empty and nobody's here. But the woman from the shop was quite nice. Oh, we finally just made it off the gravel road. I mean, gravel road is once again an overstatement. It was so rocky and my hands are a bit numb and then just, yeah, around a random corner you suddenly see asphalt and it's the most beautiful thing. Jen got a good ice cream with picture.
That's misleading advertising.
Yeah.
we could sue them and get become rich.
I don't know why, but maybe.
We've almost left the northern Caucasus behind us. The lower we get, the hotter it gets. So right now it's again probably like, I don't know, 35 degrees.
I went hardcore.
Gian, Carlo and Lorenzo all needed some bike repairs done, and we found a super nice bike shop in Kutaisi. We also took the time to wash our bikes in a car wash, but all that took until sunset. This is where the Svanetian part of the Caucasus crossing ends, before making our way south.